What's up, guys? It's t-shirt drop day at Cart Life TV. Honk if my beer falls out. Awesome t-shirt right there for you campground guys. Make sure you pick it up. lowspeedliving.com. All sizes are available. Now we're going to fix an EFI fuel pump. I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
And this is Cart Life TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Cart Life TV, where we do fun and dumb stuff with golf carts. And we're in the garage today. We're going to be working on an EFI fuel pump that doesn't work. This is the Yamaha Drive 2 behind us, and unfortunately it has a bad fuel pump in it. The pump is not delivering enough fuel to the injector to cause combustion. So we got to solve that problem. We're going to try and do that today. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, so Joe's behind me taking out the fuel pump from the fuel cell in the Yamaha Drive 2 EFI Quiet Tech. It's held in by some 10 millimeter screws, right?
Yeah.
Top there. I think there's like 8 of them or so. You just got to undo those, take the ring off, undo the little fuel connector, and then the little electrical harness that goes to the float and the fuel sender and the little fuel pump. We think that the problem with this fuel pump is it had bad gas in it too long, and the insides of the actual device that pumps the fuel up into the golf cart has developed a shellacking.
Yeah, it smelled so bad.
It had really bad gas in it. So we're gonna pull the fuel pump out, see if we can take it apart and replace the insides, which is pretty much this little thing right here. I got it right here.
Yeah.
I got it right here. This is the device that actually pumps the fuel up through the fuel pump. The Yamaha OEM fuel pump is really, really expensive. It's
500 and something bucks.
yeah, it's almost $600. But if you could take it apart and change the insides, this piece was only about $70. So we're gonna give this a shot. Hopefully we can get it to work. And if not, unfortunately, we're gonna have to replace the whole thing. All right, guys, so we got the fuel pump out of the fuel cell and we brought it over to our table. Joe's here just kind of cleaning it up, getting any fuel residue as much as possible off of it because it does stink and nobody likes touching gasoline, right?
No, that's why I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah, but we already kind of see where the, it's pretty easy to see, it's the only thing here. This looks like the little pump that we're gonna be trying to be changing there. Not much to it. If we could change that, hopefully we can get this thing to work and put the right pressure into the fuel system for the injector to fog instead of spit. There's also a little place here for a new filter, which we have. We took the old one off already the other day when we were kind of checking it out the first time. But there are 2 versions of this. This is the 2-wire version. It does not have a fuel float, which means it doesn't have a wire that goes to the fuel sender for a fuel gauge, right? So if you do have one that looks a little bit different, that's the only reason why, but they work exactly the same. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and take this thing apart now and come up with a plan to change this little piece right here and hopefully get this thing to pump. All right, guys, so looking at the fuel pump here, and Joe already kind of did it, which is great because this is something you really want to be careful with. Is these 3 clips here. This is the bottom of the fuel pump right there. It sits in the fuel cell like this, and when you flip it over, at the bottom there's 3 clips that go around here. You just use a small screwdriver and you pry those up so you can pull this piece out here.
Don't break them.
Yeah, be real careful. they could be brittle from sitting in the gas for so long. And then there's 2 little electrical connectors. Just want to kind of carefully disconnect them from the fuel pump. There's one. Ooh, they're on there tight. And let's see if we can get the other one here without damaging it. There's two. All right, we got those off. And this, theoretically, should just slide out. And it does. Before we go any further, just gonna line it up here and see if we got exactly the same thing. Negative, positive, and it looks like we do. This one has a little O-ring here. So I'm gonna probably just, before we do anything, just take that off and move it to this one so we don't forget. And now, just lining it up. That looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, it looks the same.
Can you see that? There it is. So, now we just have to remove, figure out how this comes off. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do here in disassembling this fuel pump is remove the speed nut that is on the bottom shaft right here. There's a little shaft at the bottom of the fuel pump. And what that does, it just kind of lines it up. That's all that's for, is to line it up, and then it looks like it gets secured in by the speed nut. So we're gonna take that speed nut off, a little pick. These are like one-time use things, because once they're bent out of shape, you can't use them. Use them in vehicles, and
they're a nightmare.
okay.
Wow, that was easy.
There it is. All right, that's the speed nut right there. Put that there. We will not be reusing that. We have a brand new one. Looks a little different, but looks like it'll do the same thing. And hopefully, we can get this apart now. Just kind of give a little wiggle. That's it. And I don't think there's any real way. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see in there, actually. Maybe. I don't know, but I'm still 100%. No, I'm not 100%, but pretty confident that the problem lies in this.
Well, there's nothing else to it.
All right, time for reassembly now. This job is actually not as difficult as we thought. And hopefully, this fixes the problem. But here's the bottom piece. Kind of goes on the bottom of the fuel pump like that. Take your new filter boot. I guess that's a good name for it because it kind of looks like a boot, right?
Yeah.
Foot. Looks like Donald Duck's foot.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna push that on. I'm gonna get that on all the way till it clicks. There it is. And then we're gonna take our new speed nut.
And not drop it.
It's tiny. It's nice that they give you a little bag for it. And I'm just gonna kind of put that over the top of this little pin here. These are a pain, so you just gotta like find a little tool to push it down with. All right, and we're gonna slide. Can only really go one way. I'm gonna slide this back in, nice and carefully. Line up the little clips here. There's 3 of them at the top, and we're gonna push it into place and make sure that the O-ring sits in. And wow, we got a really good fit there. So hopefully that solves our problem now. All right.
Yeah, let's hope so.
So hook up the
I'm
wire.
not sure why that costs so much for all that plastic.
Hook up our 2 wires here, and it looks like we're ready for reassembly. Now the only thing that they didn't give us with this was a new O-ring.
Yeah. Can't imagine that was a problem though, but
It could be,
never know.
but we're gonna find out in a minute.
All right, let's put this bad boy back in.
All right. All right, guys, and that's it, man. And
That's a wrap.
that's exactly how you
It's pretty simple.
change the pump in a EFI pump assembly, right?
Yep, that gotta go out to the trash.
Yeah, let's get all the gas out of here. It kind of stinks.
God.
All right, guys, and that's going to wrap up the video for today. Short one on Kart Life TV standards, right?
Yeah.
Real simple though. If you don't have a fuel pump that works in your EFI golf cart, you do have a chance to fix it by taking it apart and changing the actual electric fuel pump inside the assembly.
Worth a try for sure, considering what, 80 bucks over 500 bucks?
Depending on the golf cart, yeah. The Yamaha ones are really, really expensive. Take your time. There's a bunch of plastic that you can take apart to service the whole thing. Just be careful with those clips. When you do take it apart, they could be fragile, especially if they're older.
Yes.
Just take your time. There's also 4 O-rings in the entire assembly. There's one on the little breather at the top there.
Yeah.
Little metal breather that like kind of inserts the top there. And then in between each plastic piece, there's an O-ring, and then there's one that goes around the electric pump itself. Just take your time. Really easy to do, and always be careful when you're working with gas, right?
Yes, gosh, it's terrible. I wore gloves, so you know it's bad.
That's right. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to Kart Life TV. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and if you want to support the channel, pick up a Kart Life t-shirt, cool accessory. We've got a bunch of new hats coming real soon too.
I can't wait.
Check out lowspeedliving.com. Support the channel. We appreciate it. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.